Imagine standing on a world with not one sun, but three. Two blazing close together, a third sweeping wide around them both. Light coming from every direction, shadows that move in ways no human eye has ever seen. This isn't science fiction. This is a real star system, 3,080 light-years away, and it's one of the most extraordinary stellar trios ever discovered. Its name is TIC 295741342, and the story it's telling astronomers about how stars are born, how they age, and how they die is unlike almost anything else in the sky. NASA's TESS mission was designed to hunt exoplanets. It does this by watching for tiny dips in starlight, the brief shadow a planet casts when it passes in front of its star. But TESS doesn't only find planets. Sometimes it finds something far stranger. When astronomers analyzed the light data from TIC 295741342, they saw a pattern that stopped them cold. A dip in brightness, then a deeper dip, then a step back up, then full brightness again. NASA astronomer Brian Powell described it as a head and shoulders pattern, one of the clearest signatures of a triply eclipsing star system ever recorded. Triple star systems are actually not that rare. The galaxy is full of them, but most are messy. Their orbits tilted at angles to each other, their planes misaligned. In those systems, the third star was likely a cosmic intruder, gravitationally captured while all three stars were still crowded together in their birth cluster. TIC 295741342 is different. Its perfect coplanar geometry tells a specific origin story. Powell believes the three stars all formed from the same fragmenting protostellar disk, a spinning cloud of gas and dust that broke apart into separate clumps, each collapsing under gravity into its own star. Like siblings born from the same cloud, they inherited the same orbital plane and have maintained it ever since. Because all three stars orbit in that same aligned plane, each eclipse is readable like a chapter in a book. First, one inner star steps in front of the other. Brightness dips slightly, then the outer star, bigger and more luminous, moves in front of both inner stars simultaneously. Brightness drops dramatically. Then, as the outer star passes, the inner binary emerges from behind it, still eclipsing each other. Finally, all three stars separate, and the system blazes at full brightness again. The outer star has already begun its death march. It has left the main sequence, the stable, hydrogen-burning phase of a star's life, and begun its transformation into a red giant. It has already swelled to 10.6 times the diameter of our Sun, and it will keep growing. As it expands, the gravity of the inner binary will begin pulling matter away from the red giant's diffuse outer layers. Gas will stream across the system. Eventually, a common envelope of stellar material may engulf all three stars at once, a cocoon of gas wrapping the entire system. It's worth pausing for a moment to imagine what it might be like to live in this system. If there were a moon orbiting the outer star, and Powell notes that stable orbits are theoretically possible, though difficult to find, its sky would almost never be fully dark. Light from the outer star overhead, light from the binary pair in the distance, reflected light from the planet below. Only during a rare, perfectly timed alignment of all three eclipses, when the outer star blocks the binary and the planet simultaneously casts its shadow on the moon, would total darkness ever fall. A fleeting moment of true night, surrounded by an otherwise endlessly illuminated sky. Three suns, one sky, one extraordinary ending. Billions of years from now, a nova will light up the galaxy, and it all started with a disk that broke apart.